I almost started this show on time. Gots to be more better. I almost started this show on time. Oh,
Brown, nigga. Pull up in the hood right now, nigga. Catch a fade, nigga. So they
I
gon'
gotta
catch
be
no
late.
fade, cause I'm worth too many M's, you dig? Hey, what's going on, man?
You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Oh, I live in the hood, ass nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys. They don't get a pass. Had a little homies press they ass for your tattoos. Hey, your mama waking up to some bad news. The plug saying groove, I'm a dime. I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braid. Took a 2-man fade. I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right. But I was begging on the plane in the meeting with Jermaine. They like, poet, oh, you bang? They forgot where I came from. I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. So what? You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. And that goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up. Ha, little dot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Got a throwaway in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Oh, in Swahili, I'm a Damu. My little cousin making Paru. My nigga Uzi, he from Fire Deuce. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coupes. Making money with some crips like it's 92. Banging on tracks, banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Where the hell time at? Time from the hood. Time! Come out to play! Where the hell time at? Time, bring your ass out to play. You play too much. What's up with it, chap? We got a crazy ass video today because the Democrats are crazy ass party. The Democrats are party of nuts. And it's all, look, if you ever heard that saying, when you point one finger, four more pointed at you? I don't know how four more is pointed at you because you got a thumb. But when you point a finger, three more is pointed at you. And that's just like a Democrat. When a Democrat point a finger, best believe they're doing it 3 times worse. Right? Now, the Democrats, they play the blame game when things don't go right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that they blame the immigrants. They blame the immigrants already. They blame the Mexicans. They blame the black men. Right? They blame the black man. It's the black man's fault. It's the black man's fault. They blame the Hispanic. It's the Hispanic fault. They blame the white women. It's the white women's fault. Right? They blame Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden's fault. Joe Biden, the one that done it. Right? They blame everybody but they damn self. They don't blame themselves. They don't never say, you know what? It's our fault we did that shit. It's our fault we did it. Right? Now, guess who they blaming? Barack Obama is now blaming George Clooney. And George Clooney like, man, don't be blaming me. That's not my fault. That's you motherfuckers' fault. Now blame Barack Clooney like, you know what? I'm out. I didn't know they was gonna blame Clooney for it. They don't win. They going up the ladder. They went from Kamala to Hispanics to Mexicans to Biden to the media to white women to black men. Now they blaming George Clooney for it again. They back on George Clooney. George Clooney, it's your fucking fault we lost, George Clooney. It's your fault we lost. And Obama like, man, fuck that. It's not my fault. Stop blaming me, Obama. Now Obama and Clooney finna be beefing on the social media. Watch what I tell you. Let's go. They finna be beefing on social media. Right? They gonna be They're gonna be. I would rather them have a boxing match. Barack Obama versus George Clooney. Barack Obama versus George Clooney. A hell of a boxing match, right? But I ain't gonna be here for long. I want y'all to check this out. Barack Obama versus George Clooney for the championship. Let's go. Sons of bitches gonna blame Clooney. He said you.
Thing that we do have to underline here, just so viewers can follow what's going on behind the scenes, is the Biden campaign and many Democratic officials do believe that Barack Obama is quietly working behind the scenes to orchestrate this.
And in response to those comments from George Clooney, Jake, a campaign official who attended that Los Angeles fundraiser tells me that George Clooney left 3 hours before the president. So clearly the gloves are off.
The person who should be applauded is the president who did the most selfless thing that anybody's done since George Washington. And that's true.
Jake.
But what does that mean that George Clooney left 3 hours? What's the point?
The point of
what's the point, George Clooney? Who gives a fuck that George Clooney went and left 3 hours early? What's the point? This when they were still lying. Oh, it proved that Biden has more energy than George Clooney because George Clooney can keep up with Joe Biden. Remember, that was lying. This when they was talking about, oh, it's a deep fake and all this other shit. He's not really sleepy. He's not really out of it. He didn't really need help off stage. It was a deep fake.
that is to suggest that Biden's stamina is better than Clooney's, and Clooney didn't have, eyes on the entire event. That's the response to the Clooney op-ed.
Okay.
And so all the machinations that got us there, that's all. None of that's going to be remembered.
Karen Finney.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to talk about
I will. I know this is your favorite topic. Look. It just seems like every day is going to be like this with people saying he should drop out. People that are Democratic Party stalwarts. George Clooney gets nothing out of this.
Brad, Hollywood star George Clooney is reportedly furious that Barack Obama used him to force President Joe Biden out of the U.S. elections.
They said he used him. Barack Obama used him. George Clooney gets nothing out of this. Barack Obama said he used him. Motherfucker, you used me to keep. Now everybody blaming me. George Clooney mad at Barack Obama. You dirty son of a bitch.
Out of this.
Brad, Hollywood star George Clooney is reportedly furious that Barack Obama used him to force President Joe Biden out of the U.S. elections.
This is. I mean, what does he gain? The only reason to do this is because he feels like he needs to convey this.
Yeah.
How does this end?
So let's just stipulate to the facts that this is not good. This is
good.
bad. Let's just say the obvious.
And it shouldn't be. What should be remembered is the selfless act of someone who, it's very hard to let go of power. We know that. We've seen it, all around the world. And for someone to say, I think there's a better way forward, that's all the credit goes to him. And that's really the truth. And all the rest of it will be long gone and forgotten.
And Clooney's newspaper article calling for Biden to stand aside for Kamala Harris was widely credited for changing the course of the election.
You took a big swing, and thank God you hit that ball out because
It could have gone very
it could have gone very, very badly.
badly.
Maria, isn't this about money? If you're a Hollywood guy and you're going to sink millions of dollars into the Biden campaign, and then he falls apart, what are you supposed to do? Just keep funding this losing campaign?
Yeah, and that's why I think that donors right now in Hollywood are upset with George Clooney.
Well, listen, I don't know. I mean, it seems to be going pretty well right now, but
yeah, I mean, that take aged like milk. Obviously, we don't know how Biden would have done, but it is kind of hard to imagine he could have done that much worse than Kamala Harris.
Hell no, he couldn't have done that much worse. George Clooney like, man, we got him up out of here. What's next? And like, it could have been a disaster. The same people was taking up for him, raising all the money, saying he was all right, was the same people stabbing his ass in the back. Barack Obama, Clooney, Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, all of them stabbing him in the back. Get the knives out.
Yeah, well, it did go badly for the Democrats. Kamala Harris, of course, was trounced in the polls.
By the way, why is it that George Clooney went ahead with that fundraiser, got all his friends to pony up millions of dollars, and then he tells us after, oh, this wasn't the, Joe Biden of 10 years ago?
Thanks, George.
But Brad Clooney is now complaining that Obama, who sort of manipulated him into doing the dirty work on his behalf, has now left him to take most of the blame for the election loss.
I mean, this is a historic loss. It is kind of sad in a sense that Obama and other members of the Democratic elite didn't have the courage to say publicly, yes, Joe needs to step down. And instead, they outsourced that dirty work to a celebrity actor.
Yeah, thanks, George. I already spent the money.
Right.
I think it's interesting because the Democrats always stick together. We've seen this over and over again. They get in line under Nancy Pelosi's leadership. They would get in line, whatever policy it is.
Whatever policy it is, even if it's sticking with the old man, Biden. Remember, they were like, "Oh, we all in for Biden." Yeah, remember everybody was all in for Biden because Nancy was in. When Nancy and Obama was out, everybody else was out.
For stepping aside, do you think President Biden should step aside for a younger generation?
I think President Biden has done an excellent job as president of the United States. I hope that he does seek re-election. He's been a great president.
Look at what he's accomplished.
You
a lot of
think he
people
should run again?
Yeah, he's done an excellent job. And he runs, I'm going to support him all the way.
But now we see all of this division, and they're not getting in line. But I think it's worth noting the reason. Okay, so it was all on the debate stage for all of us to see what was happening and what has happened to Joe Biden. They're not upset with Joe Biden's policy.
But it did need to be said, and I will give him some credit for actually sticking his neck out there and saying, yeah, listen, this guy, he can't cut it, because we all knew it. Everyday Americans knew it, that Biden was no longer up to the job and was going to get trounced by Trump, most likely.
That's fine. 10 million illegals in the country on Joe Biden's watch, no problem. Right now, we're talking about people coming from Africa with ties to ISIS, so much so that Joe Biden is actually coming out and saying we might have to deport these people because there are ties to ISIS. That's no problem for the Democrats.
But I think where this train of thought fell apart was saying, and that's why we need to give Kamala Harris the nomination with no primary.
Wide open border. Come on in. No problem. Inflation up 20% on Joe Biden's watch. Again, no problem for the Democrats.
That turned out to be a massive mistake, as anybody who was honest and followed her political career before this and knew she had the charisma of a wet blanket and cackled randomly for no reason.
It's only because now it was all in front of us for all of us to see. They know that he's going to lose to Trump.
It's optics.
So it's all raw power.
It's a performance. The performance wasn't up to speed.
Would have told
it wasn't up to speed.
You it didn't work out very well.
A judge will not.
Whoa! It didn't work out very well. It didn't work out very well. You know who else didn't work out very well? Fani Willis, right? Now, the Democrats always say it's the Republicans that's abusing the system. It's the Republicans that's going after their political opponents, right? It's Republicans that's doing donations and legal donations and frauds and all that. It's always the Republicans, right? But when it's the Democrats, it's flipped over. Look at Fani Lewis. She having sex with the damn DA. Talking about she's drinking Grey Goose with the DA, right? Talking about she pay her own bills. We know they fucking. The judge know they fucking. Everybody know they fucking. Come on. That's my private. And they had the cell phone working. They had everything. She hired them. She lied on stage. Now her ass is under fire because now, right? They gonna want them documents and all that collusion between Jack Smith and Fani Willis, because right now the Republicans gonna have subpoena power, and they already say, "Hey, Fani, we want them records," but Fani like, "Hell no, I'm not gonna give you them records." So what's gonna happen to Fani now, since Fani not finna give up them records? Right? And remember, Fani, this is not the first time Fani was in front of a judge for doing some shit. Remember, she was also in front of the judge for holding a fundraiser for one of Donald Trump's opponents, which was Joe Biden. You had a fundraiser, you know what I'm saying, for your political for a political opponent that you prosecuting. But oh no, that's not campaign, this whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? That's not no conflict of interest. You having a fundraiser for a person that you prosecuting opponent, right? But when it's a Democrat, it's all good. But look, Fani ain't even coming to her court appearance now. They subpoena her ass. She's not even coming no more. But look at this. Democrats can get away with it, but Republicans can't. Let's go.
The speed
would have told you it didn't work out very well.
A judge will now decide whether a state Senate committee can order Fulton County DA Fani Willis to testify.
And so I'm just very proud of where we are
What
in
the hell
the
is that
state of
doing
the
right
world
here?
right now, which I think many people are surprised by, and I think we're all very
That wasn't supposed to
excited
be right
for
here.
the future.
Whereas it has come to the attention of the Georgia Senate through public reports and court filings that Fani Willis, District Attorney of the Atlanta Judicial Circuit, which comprises Fulton County, has been accused of various forms of misconduct related.
Huh? Various forms, accused of various forms of misconduct related to what? Related to who? Related to why? Related to when?
Accused of various forms of misconduct relating to the prosecutions of cases related to the 2020 presidential election.
The committee is investigating allegations of wrongdoing by Willis in the Georgia election interference case.
This is not saying let's go investigate how district attorneys operate so we know how to appropriate.
And that hearing got underway here at the Fulton County Courthouse this afternoon. And in court, Willis's attorneys said that they did not believe that the state Senate had the legal authority to order Willis to testify.
This is singling out one person in one case, the 2020 presidential election.
Attorneys for the state saying that the committee certainly did have that authority and that they want Willis to testify before the start of the next legislative session.
And one district attorney is not an investigation as to the general authority and the general appropriation and how in the Okmulgee circuit or in the Glenn circuit, how they're expending money, singles out one person in one case.
We are here on Willis versus Cowser.
Attorneys for the Special State Senate Committee investigating Fulton County DA Fani Willis are asking the judge to order Willis to appear before the committee.
And as the Supreme Court said in Trump and Mazars, we would bleed blind not to see what all others see.
After she ignored a subpoena and refused to turn over documents the committee requested in the Georgia election interference case. The committee is investigating allegations of wrongdoing on the part of Willis, including claims she and former special prosecutor Nathan Wade had an inappropriate relationship. Both have denied the allegations, and Wade has since resigned from the case.
It is necessary to determine whether the alleged conduct of District Attorney Willis, if proven to be true in whole or in part, should be addressed by the enactment of new or amended laws, prompt some change in state appropriations, or both. That's why she's been invited to testify.
Willis's attorneys argued that the state Senate does not have subpoena powers and that their actions are politically motivated, that lawmakers want to embarrass Willis.
This is nothing but seeking to embarrass a district attorney.
Like she tried to embarrass Donald Trump, right? With a fucking picture, with a fucking photo, right? Like she tried to embarrass him, right? That's how you talking about embarrass somebody? Right? And now she embarrassed herself talking about she drink Grey Goose. I drink Grey Goose. I don't know about y'all, but I drink Grey Goose. That's embarrassing. But now all of a sudden she the victim. They want them paperwork. They want them transcripts from you and Jack Smith. They want them. You got to testify, baby girl.
One district attorney, not all of them.
Using the title of your office?
Remember this right here, when she was holding a campaign fundraiser for Joe Biden, or was it Letitia J, one of them, but she was holding a campaign fundraiser for an opponent of Donald Trump. I think it was Joe Biden. And this dude like, hold on, man, don't that seem like a conflict of interest? But the Democrats can do it, but the Republicans can't.
District attorney, not all of them.
Using the title of your office and having on social media that you, as this political office holder, are holding a fundraiser for the opponent of someone that this political office is investigating. I don't know that it's an actual conflict, but I use that phrase, what were you thinking? Where the prosecutor thought I could prosecute the co-defendant of someone I defended.
This was nothing but singling out one person who's been duly elected in this circuit and duly re-elected in this circuit.
It's a what are you thinking moment. The optics are horrific. If you are trying to have the public believe that this is a nonpartisan, driven by the facts, and I'm not here to critique decisions, the decision was made, but if we are trying to maintain confidence that this investigation is pursuing facts in a nonpartisan sense, no matter who the district attorney is, we follow the evidence where it goes and ignore the fact that I hosted a fundraiser for the political opponent of someone I just named the target.
To embarrass. It's not for any legitimate legislative purpose.
But attorneys for the state said the state constitution clearly gives the Georgia Assembly subpoena powers.
The state Senate is entitled to investigate whether there is a need to reform practices, and it specifically identifies them.
That strikes me as problematic, maybe not from an actual conflict level.
One district attorney. And it is nothing but to determine what the case was against Donald Trump.
But if we are at a cocktail party and people are asking, do you think that this is a fair and balanced approach to things? I do. Well, how do you explain this? How does one explain? I mean, that's the concern I'm working through, is that it's not a lowercase a appearance.
not a lowercase a. Is it going to be like, it's a capital A? Like, don't you think it's something wrong with that? You're holding a fundraiser for your opponent. You don't think nothing wrong with that? This is a judge telling her, like, hey, cut that out. This wasn't their first time. Remember, Democrats can get away with it.
Now, I'll leave it to another judge or another court to say where he can be prosecuted under a state statute or under a state law while he's president. The people of the United States, in their wisdom, has decided to elect him as president. But that does not mean that they should be allowed a vendetta.
Everybody talking about a vendetta. He was elected president, but that don't mean he should be allowed a vendetta. Why everybody worried about a vendetta? Huh?
Against one district attorney to embarrass her when she's already been embarrassed.
It's like a capital A with flashy lights fundraiser district attorney for the political opponent of someone I've named the target of my investigation, where I'm the legal advisor to the grand jury, and I'm on national media almost nightly talking about this investigation. That's problematic.
Okay.
Tiffany Henyard.
It's problematic, right? Do anybody know who Tiffany Henyard is?
About this investigation. That's problematic.
Okay.
Tiffany Henyard, the embattled supervisor of Thornton Township, could face.
Do anybody know who Tiffany Henyard is? Tiffany Henyard. She came in like I don't know if you remember a video where they had the mayor come in like she was Nino Brown off of New Jack City and shit, right? I don't know if you know about the mayor that took all the town's money. She was the mayor and the supervisor, and she paid herself like triple the damn money that any other mayor was paid, right? I don't know if you know, she purposely and ultimately broke her whole damn city I don't know how people still voting for her, right? But she a black woman, right? And why is it always the black women like Fani, right? Why is it always the black women that's fucking up? The governor of LA, right? She fucking up. Karen Bass, she fucking up. But it's always the black women that's in charge, right? You mean to tell me you had the black DA fucking up, right? You have the black DA fucking up. You have a black mayor fucking up, a woman mayor, and now you want to put a black woman as the president? I ain't saying a black woman can't do it, but I'm talking about a black liberal Democrat woman that's full of cheating and scandal and lies and deception and all that shit, right? You wanna put one of them as the leader of the free fucking world when they can't even control their own motherfucking city or their own motherfucking state, right? But anybody know who Tiffany Henyard is, right? Before we get into Tiffany Henyard, city mayor that spent that tons of frivolous stuff, right? I remember the story. I didn't know the woman's name. Okay, you didn't know her name, Sherry Kane, right? Hey, all right, we finna get into something. I was wanting to put something in right quick. I finna do a throwback for people who've been following me around for a minute, and a couple of people who didn't, who just now been following for the last couple of years. I'm gonna give people a throwback on something right quick before we get into the next story, which is Eric Adams, I think. Let's go.
It's a challenge tonight.
The township's Democratic Party plans a rare caucus, which could determine whether Henyard can run again.
A rare caucus. If Tiffany can run again, let's see if Tiffany can run again. A rare caucus, right? They didn't host a rare caucus for the presidential debate, right? But they want to host a rare caucus for the city mayor. They said they held a caucus for the damn president. That's what their damn downfall was. No, all of a sudden they want to run a caucus.
The embattled supervisor of Thornton Township could face a challenge tonight.
The township's Democratic Party plans a rare caucus, which could determine whether Henyard can run again.
The Democratic Party had a rare caucus. It sure the hell was rare.
Breaking news tonight at 10. One of Tiffany Henyard's jobs is at risk. The embattled Thornton Township supervisor wanted to run for re-election, but after this rowdy caucus tonight, her name will not be on the ballot.
A courtroom. Whoa! Her name will not be on the ballot, right? Now, I want to see. Do anybody know who this dude is? Right, his name, Jedediah Brown.
Surprise. Cook County State's Attorney Kim.
Tonight, her name will not be on the ballot.
A courtroom surprise. Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx decided to let a special prosecutor handle the case of activist Jedediah Brown.
Oh, Jedediah.
Wait, do anybody know who Jedediah Brown is? Do anybody know who this dude from Chicago, Jedediah Brown, is?
Brown is a Chicago.
Jedediah Brown, an activist for Jedediah Brown. Now, those who've been following me for a minute knows who he is. If you've been following me for like 8 years, right? I was a Democrat, I was a liberal, and I was a Trump hater then, right? If you were following me then, you'll know who this dude is right here. If you knew me when I was a Trump hater, when you knew me when I was a liberal, when you knew me I was doing ghetto black ass videos and stuff like that, you'll know who Jedediah Brown is. You know? Okay, we got somebody to know. Fani said she was elected. She will fire anyone having an affair in the administration. She was one. She just fire her own damn self. Fire yourself, Fani. Talking about ain't nobody fucking in my office but me. Fani said anybody but her. You got that wrong, BKL. She said anybody but her. Right? Sergeant Mo, you don't know who Jedediah Brown is. Okay. Miss Chocolate Coco, do you know that I destroyed Jedediah Brown? He had an organization. For those who don't know, Jedediah Brown was the first person that I destroyed, right? You know what I'm saying? I destroyed his whole little organization. He had a group of a couple of thousand followers, a whole group of a couple of thousand followers. I was following you a few years ago after you turned MAGA. No, but I sure love the name. No, Jedediah Brown, he was a Chicago activist, and he was running around, and he was getting money off of the lives of a lot of dead kids out in Chicago, right? And I used to do videos on it. I broke up his whole organization. He had a whole organization of thousands of people, right? Thousands of people, right? Like 5,000-10,000 people, right? And me sitting in a little bitty ass bedroom, right, on a damn laptop, broke his whole organization up doing the videos I was doing. Like, this was the first person I was doing videos on, right? I done a video of him doing suicide and stuff like that. But I bring this up to bring, before I get into Tiffany Henyard, right, is this dude right here is the definition of how he was like one of the first Black Lives Matter, right? But this is somebody who leeches off of politics and off the community, and he's really a plant and a mole and stuff like that. And I exploited that. And when I exploited that, a lot of people broke up with him. His organization broke up with him. This dude was crazy, went looking for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And all kind of crazy stuff, right? But look at the stuff and the people he connected to, right? And look at the stuff he done, right? But little old me with a laptop, right, and no money, right, broke up his whole fucking organization. Making videos and all kind of shit. They took the channel, but I had a lot of videos, but I broke up his whole organization. But just watch this shit.
A courtroom surprise. Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx decided to let a special prosecutor handle the case of activist Jedediah Brown.
Well, Jedediah Brown is a Chicago activist who was pulled off stage after he took to Trump's podium on Friday. He says the billionaire's decision to cancel the event shows he's not the tough man he claims to be.
I didn't notice that my good fellow advocate Andrew Holmes was in the building. And that's why, literally, I wish that I would have looked up before I read the statement, because as it relates to you, you're the reason that I'm here.
Woo! CBS 2's Jim Williams reports her decision comes after several Chicago police officers believed they might not get a fair shake from Fox.
You could have at least declared your innocence, which noted you haven't done. And so I'm simply asking you right now, because me sitting here looking at your face, I'm utterly disgusted. Because how dare you take your back outside and stand with any family when there's a woman with a child that's waiting on a response from you, literally as an elected official and as an advocate about what you did. Was it consensual? Was it not? Did you rape that woman? Did you put something in her drink? And you're going to answer, and you're going to answer me.
You're going to answer me. I promise you this. He wanted to beat me up. Hey, this little dude wanted to beat me up so bad. He traveled to LA with his little gay friends and shit, following me to clubs and the gym and shit, making videos. He had a little gay posse and shit. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be out here fighting no gang of gay dudes, man. Come on, man. We gotta set up a boxing match or something. I'm not finna fight you by myself with a gang. Like, that should be all on the internet. Comedian get beat up by a gang of homosexuals. I can't do no shit like that. Right? But you see how I act? You see how tough he was acting? Yeah, you gonna answer me. Did you put something in her drink? Did you rape that girl? You gonna answer to me. This dude was tough. He was all at the Trump rally, fighting with Trump supporters. And one of the videos I made about how he was lying on a Trump supporter, he was talking about it was Muslims there praying. It was white. Just look at the people he was saying at the Trump supporters that wouldn't have had no business there. He went because he was a mole and he tried to make money off of it, right? But this dude is a fake, a fraud, right? But look how he tried to make money off the Trump event. Yeah, I was there, and it was all kind of people there spreading hate. He was one of the first ones that was trying to spread the Donald Trump hate in Chicago. Now they Chicago red, nigga.
Did you put something in her drink? And you're going to answer, and you're going to answer me. Promise you that.
When I got there, I was met with a lot of racist and a lot of racism and a lot of unbecoming remarks, not just to me and the crowd I was with, but to other people, Muslims, Hispanics, and it was the very thing that was portrayed in the media.
More drama in South suburban Dalton.
You out of order. You out of order. Hey.
At Monday night's village board meeting, activist Jedediah Brown tries to confront trustee Andrew Holmes about assault allegations.
Hey, that dude Andrew Holmes, Andrew Holmes used to like my videos and share my videos. The dude he tried to fight, right, used to like my videos and share my videos on Jedediah Brown because they used to be so groundbreaking. Before I was going viral on Trump, I was going viral on these stories right here by the girl named Nika Jenkins if y'all been following me for a long time, Kanika Jiggers in Chicago, I was going viral on them videos. The first videos I got millions of views on. But not him, but on the case, right? But I was so popular in this case, you know what I'm saying, that every time he'd do something, even on this, I told him and Kim Fox up. I told Kim Fox a new asshole. This was right before Jussie Smollett. I told her a new asshole up on one of these videos. Got all this, and I made Kim Fox stop messing with him because the video. I made mayors stop messing with him. I made everybody say, look, I said, anybody mess with this fool, I'm going after him. And people were so scared of me, they didn't mess with him because they were scared I might go after their ass. This pretty video say, look, man, I'm not going to mess with you because if I mess with you, Black Rosebud is going to come after me. And I don't need that problem. I don't want him making no videos of me, my organization, my business, and none of that, right? So I was breaking him up from all his ties, right? And he was mad. Let's go.
These images triggered calls for a special prosecutor, Kim Fox and Jedediah Brown, in a selfie. Brown standing behind Fox as African-American leaders and activists.
And at that point, I was determined to shut it down, and I put my sights on the state.
Brown rushes over to Holmes, then is quickly stopped by police. Trustee Jason House steps in, holding Trustee Holmes back.
You know, they have the whole notion, make America great. They were telling everybody to go back to other countries, go back to Africa, go back to Syria. You know, very hateful things that say they didn't belong here in America.
Then more scuffles with police, as it appears that Brown is trying to approach Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Police then push Brown to the back, where he's taken into custody, then arrested. Mary Avant is a longtime resident who was at that meeting.
He tried to go after Tiffany Henyard, a fraud going after a fraud. That's how he made his money, right? The reason why he got back relevant, because he went after that lady talking about he was fighting for the town. He was down in the dumps, right? He went on here on this news thing, went after the dude, went after her, and now his ass back on YouTube making videos and making money again, right? Because this video doing fake activism. Oh my God, he found him a new group of suckers.
There's no attack, a public official, but it was more of a verbal outburst.
You know what? First of all, hold on.
Look. He was so mad. This was a video of me and him, right? After I broke up his whole organization, right? After I totally bankrupted him, right? After I totally exposed him, right? We used to have a video. He wanted to fight me. After he tried to look for me and stuff like that, he tried to, you know what I'm saying, make a video for me, right? Of me, right? Quick video before we go into the next one.
You know, you can calm down because let's have a man conversation. No, nigga, I'm gonna have a man. Let's have a man. Hey, listen to me, bro.
Put a man on the screen. I talk to a man. Nigga, you got the wrong one.
They were father Trump supporter, right? I said, he say, hey, let's talk man to man. Wait a minute. We can't talk to man. We're going to talk man to bitch because you're gay, right? So put a man on the phone so I can talk to one because you're not him. Look at him. I wish I was a Trump supporter back then. I would have tore his ass up for this. Even though I made 2 videos off of this tearing his ass up, right? I would have tore his ass up even worse if I was a Trump supporter. A lion.
We heard things like people saying, well, I want to punch this person. A group of Muslims kneeled down and prayed. And while they were yet praying, a lot of people were saying, take that back to your...
I know exactly what I said right there. I said, why in the fuck would a group of something to this effect? Why would a group of Muslims be kneeling at a damn Trump rally? like, how the hell they get in? First of all, ain't nobody with no damn Muslim terrorist dashikis finna get in no damn Trump event. They would have got the shit beat out of them, right? And I'm keeping it 100, right? They said a group of Muslims was praying for what? They would, of course, I would have beat the shit out of them because we know what's next. There's some Muslims get the praying down and saying to Allah Akbar and shit like that. Oh no, I saw 9/11 the movie, baby. I saw that shit. No, they gotta go. They gotta go. So a Muslim got down praying and people saying, go back to where you came from. Lying, sucker shit.
And while they were yet praying, a lot of people were saying, take that back to your country. We don't want you here. Trump's going to build a wall.
Hey, is your son gay?
No.
He's not?
No.
You told me to ask him. He's not? You know.
All my sons I got.
He not family?
Yeah, I don't want to
touch. You say not family? No, hell no. You go in there talk. Don't stop shit. You go in there talk about my mama. You talk about me. You just talked about my son. Now I'm gonna ask you some motherfucking questions.
I used to talk about his mama. I used to talk about everybody. I talked about oh my gosh. He was mad at me. I used to tell his ass, if you watching them videos, I made a suicide. He made a fake suicide video, and I made a fake suicide video reaction to that went gold. I used to make so much gold in this fool, right? But this fool, like, he got mad. He like, no, my son is not going to do, like, well, I ain't going to do the family thing. He like, hell no. You talking about my mama. You talking about, fuck that. Nah, you going to answer some questions. He got mad.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't want to touch.
You say not family? No, hell no. You go in there talk. Don't stop shit. You go in there talk about my mama. You talk about me. You just talked about my son. Now I'm gonna ask you some motherfucking questions.
Your prayer's not gonna help you. All kinds of like just intimidating things, and they were doing it very boisterous. They were in people's face. It was very, very disheartening.
Don't you ever step to a man? I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never sucked a dick. I ain't never taken the dick, and I said I'm bisexual, and this half man will beat your ass.
I said, look. I said, wait a minute, man. You bisexual, ain't you? You talking about a man? You a bisexual? Well, I ain't never sucked the dick. I ain't never took the dick. Well, how the hell you bisexual? I'm not about to get my ass whooped by a bisexual midget. Come on, man. I ain't never took a dick. I ain't never sucked a dick. And this bisexual man will whoop your ass. I made all the men came out of him. I used to make all the men come out of him, right? I destroyed his whole organization. For those who remember that, thousands and thousands of people I destroyed them by myself. I had to help with like moderators and stuff like that, but I destroyed this dude. I was the worst. Look, if I'd have went to Chicago back in the days, I would have been dead. I would destroy gang members and stuff. If people don't remember them, like it was the Chicago. This before I knew how dangerous Chicago was, right? I had to make videos, and I used to expose them, right? Expose people, mamas and stuff, right? And them motherfuckers like, man, if you ever come to Chicago, wait a minute, you dead. I think I got, wait, let me see. Black Rosebud, let me see if I can find one of them videos. Like, man, if you ever come to Chicago, you dead. Let me see. Rosebud, Black Rosebud, wait, let me see. Chicago, they used to hate me like, you better not ever come to Chicago or your ass is dead. We gonna kill you, nigga. Wait, where we at? Is it we won't hear? They probably took them videos off. Like, if you ever come to Chicago, nigga, your ass is dead. Oh, let me see. Black Rose. Let me go to this. Right? And that before I knew how dangerous them niggas was. And then I got to read. I said, wait a minute. I was making videos about these niggas and about some murder shit, and they was going viral. Oh hell. Oh hell no. No. I know what to put in. Let me see. Oh hell no. Her name, two N's. Yeah, Jenkins. I'm like, oh hell no, these niggas is out of control. I'm not about to be making no videos about these dudes gang stalking and all that. What trademark name? Black Rosebud. Oh man, this is. Hold on. Black Rosebud say ain't no conspiracy. YouTube or whatever. Oh, they took these videos. They took them videos down. They was too raw. Yeah, they took all the videos down. They took them down. Well, they took them down. Let me go back into this video. because they took all them videos down. All them videos they took down. All right, let me go back in here. What we have? So we get back to the video. We get to the end of this video.
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never sucked dick. I ain't never taken the dick. And I said I'm bisexual, and this half man will beat your ass. Get the fuck off this line, you fucking clown.
They said if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. And this was a defining moment for the Trump campaign. That if he could have successfully had one of his hate campaign rallies here, then he would have been an unstoppable force.
John, erase the crowd or I'm getting off. I'm done. I'm done. I enjoyed this. I actually enjoyed this. You know what I love? Every now and then I get to be a whole nigga. I got to be a nigga. Oh yeah. Oh, now it's shut up and fight. Now you want to fight. Get out of here. That's what I came over here to do.
Make sure you vote for my.
Whoa! Well, anyway, let's get back into the video. That was an old throwback right there of me destroying this dude right there. You feel me? I used to make videos about this dude all the time. It used to be so fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? But he was taking advantage of black people. Those who know who that dude was, he was messing with all the crooked people in Chicago. I didn't even know him. I was just destroying the whole city. The whole city hated me. They thought I was from, look, I used to do videos so good, them motherfuckers thought I was actually from Chicago. They're like, this nigga, wait, where you live at? I'm like, I'm from LA. They're like, how the fuck you know so much? Like, you motherfuckers put the information out there. You know what I'm saying? Of course I know a lot, right? But anyway, let's get into Tiffany Henyard, right? How the Democrats held a primary, held a damn, right? And they didn't invite her. They had that shit when he a primary or whatever that Kamala Harris is supposed to have, and they would have voted her ass out. They had one of them, and her ass got voted out. Look at this bitch, right? And now she mad with her ghetto ass. This watch this. First you got Fani Willis old ghetto ass. Now you got Tiffany Henyard ghetto ass. Look at these ghetto ass Democratic women. Let's go.
Myself and my entire ticket.
Embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard is in for a new fight tonight for the chance to keep her job. The township's Democratic Party is holding a caucus instead of a primary election for the first time in decades.
Yeah, a caucus. That's what it was. A damn caucus. They're having a caucus, which they should have had as a president, a caucus.
Tiffany Henyard likes to tell people, quote, "Let me educate you on how this works." Well, tonight, you can say she was schooled on how the Democratic caucus works right here in Thornton Township. You can also say that she flunked out because her name is not appearing on the ballot. Folks lined up early and in the code for the Thornton Township Democratic caucus.
Remember, you heard what they said. It lined up early and in the cold, right? They lined up early and in the cold in support of Tiffany Henyard.
Everyone outside and those inside the auditorium were here to vote on who will be the Democratic nominees in the township, including the coveted supervisor position. And Tuesday night's caucus left the current supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, fuming.
You didn't run out of this the right way. Illegal. Napoleon.
That's Henyard pleading her case to committee man, State Senator Napoleon Harris.
Napoleon Harris, State Assemblyman Napoleon Harris. She's like, Napoleon, that's illegal, Napoleon. Napoleon like, bitch, get out my face. Click, click.
As a committee man, Harris set the rules Tuesday night, the first caucus in Thornton Township in nearly 30 years.
And it will all unfold this evening.
The group gets together and says, these are the folks from our group that we want to put on the ballot. Simple. The way it all started back in the 1800s.
Attorney Bert Odelson represents party committeeman and state senator Napoleon Harris. Harris is the one who decides whether to choose a primary or a caucus, and Odelson says his rare caucus choice was strategic given the turmoil in the township. Harris is also challenging Henyard for the supervisor nomination.
The person who says this seems to be outdated, you say what to that?
People in Thornton Township may be new to caucuses because they haven't had them in a while, but this has been the tradition for many other townships around the state.
And those in this room came out to see if Henyard would get the nomination, an uphill battle for the controversy surrounding her administration.
Registered Democrats can come to the caucus to vote, but it isn't like a normal election. The caucus will agree to its own rules, and one they're considering could directly impact Henyard.
Henyard was not in favor of the caucus.
You can't be running for two offices at once. She's already running for mayor of Dalton, as you know.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay.
This is illegal. Illegal. That's how the Democrats do. That's what the fuck you mean it's illegal, bitch. That's what the Democrats do. You try to run for two offices, right? That's what the Democrats do. They crooked.
Suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay. So let's talk about it. I mean, your concern is you brought people in to pre-bus.
All the people outside. They let no one person in.
The bad thing that I don't like about the meeting is they make the rules up as they see fit, right?
Oh, now you want to speak out. I brought all these people on the bus. Sony Kamala Harris. The Democratic plan to the fullest. You see how they play both sides? Oh, they make the rules up as they go. Yes, they do. How you think Kamala got in office? Yes. The fuck you mean? They make it up as they go. You made them up.
The thing that I don't like about the meeting is they make the rules up as they see fit, right?
Henyard used Thornton Township buses to transport supporters, mostly seniors. Yet many of the supporters did not get inside the packed auditorium of 600 people.
Henyard supporters have been encouraging people to arrive to the caucus early.
Look, they told her to arrive to the caucus early. Henyard supporters said arrive early. Well, if I got to arrive early, shouldn't that bitch arrive earlier? Right? She should be there waiting on me. How the hell they arrive early and her ass arrive late? Ain't that a bitch? Right? You 30 minutes late and you tell them to be 30 minutes early. No wonder they were stuck outside. Bitch, you came late.
100 people.
Henyard supporters have been encouraging people to arrive to the caucus early.
Monday night's Dalton Village meeting started 30 minutes late.
We are awaiting Mayor Henyard to arrive. We will give another 5 minutes.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard delayed the meeting with no explanation. It gave residents something quickly to complain about.
This is a process that's been going on way before me. And it's just I'm exercising my rights as a committeeman to hold a caucus.
Just sacrifice 32 minutes to an individual that doesn't give a damn about anybody's time but hers. Okay?
And it is legal. When it was all said and done, the caucus voted. Mayor Henyard listened as one by one, residents gave her an earful.
Very much so concerned about this culture of corruption.
They spoke about the change they want to see.
Clean House 2025, and clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
And Henyard did not get the nomination. That was the ongoing theme as people took more personal jabs at the mayor.
We cannot let her get back and to be the mayor. And we already know she's not going to win that supervisor seat. That is done.
Yet listen to who the caucus placed on the ballot.
The Democratic slate that would represent Thornton Township at the April 1st consolidated election reads as follows. For supervisor, Napoleon Harris.
Bitch, the person who won is me. The person who set the rules is me. The person who got nominated, bitch, is me. I want to announce the winner, and the winner is me. Can you imagine the motherfucker going on the Grammy or the Oscars announcing his own motherfucking self, and like Kendrick Lamar going on stage, and the winner for the best song of the year is me. Hear ye. Yeah, damn all the other candidates. The motherfucker that got voted in is me. All right, I held the township, I held the primary, the caucus, all that shit, and her ass is not in it. You didn't get voted in. Sorry, you was late. Right? You didn't even have a chair. You gonna be late for the town hall and the damn caucus? You don't deserve to be no damn mayor, no supervisor.
Henyard left emotional and upset knowing her name will not appear on the April ballot, to the pleasure of many in the room.
Get that bitch out of here.
I think it's very unfair that I don't get a chance to make the decision of who I want where.
And who did you want to vote for?
I wanted to vote for Tiffany.
After taking the insults, the mayor threw her own verbal punches.
The disrespect that you guys displayed at that mic is unbelievable.
She came late, and then she had an attitude because they couldn't get in.
You late to everything. You late to the town hall. You late to everything with no excuses. They came late, and then she wanted to have an excuse not to get in. How? Why you mad? The shit was already over when you came. You didn't have you gonna put up a fight after the shit, right? You gonna come late and put up a fight. How? How, boo-boo?
While the FBI continues its probe into the village and questions still remain about the village spending, Henyard drives 1 point home.
I have the seat now, whether you like it or not. I am your mayor.
Henyard can only become a write-in candidate, which her supporters say is not impossible.
I think enough people know her name to write her name in, and I believe we could still win it.
And about her losing that seat in 2025, she told the crowd,
I won my seat by 82%. Know this, I am going to come through on a landslide just like Trump did.
She trying to say, look, I won my shit by 82%. Yeah, know this. I'm going to win my shit by a landslide just like Trump did. Oh, no, bitch. Don't try to use Trump. Do not try to use Trump. I'm going to come in a landslide just like Trump did. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Anyway, let's get into the next story. Arthur. Let's get into the next story about Eric Adams, right? There's the left to cancel him. Eric Adams, like, I'm tired of this shit. Eric Adams gonna be the next Democrat turned Republican. It's already 4 of them, right? And they can't. And you know what? Eric Adams don't give a fuck right now because Eric Adams knows Donald Trump got his back, right? So now they're asking all this old questions and shit about, you know what I'm saying, about immigration and deportation and all that. And Eric Adams sticking to his guns, like, hold on, we gotta talk about it. I'll stick with Homan. I know y'all want to cancel me. I know what y'all trying to do to me, but I'm here. I'm motherfucking Eric Adams. What's happening? They're like, oh, no, we got to cancel them. Right? They got to cancel. They want to cancel Eric Adams. I don't know. The Democrats are motherfucking. We got to cancel them. Let's go.
Represents one of Eric Adams's closest aides. You also count the mayor as a friend, so we'll disclose that.
Well, thank you, sir. With respect, I think you should clarify your position, if you would, because
Yes.
a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I asked you specifically about mass deportations, and you told this group that you oppose mass deportations.
Yes.
But I do want to, and I should say this aide is a witness in the investigations around him, but. This is Eric Adams very clearly taking a page out of Donald Trump's book.
You were on Channel 41 last night, and they quoted you as saying that you think the city should cooperate with ICE.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a page out of Donald Trump book. Cooperate with ICE. Hell no, he's not trying to get arrested like the rest of these damn fools. He ain't talking about putting the NYPD at the border to protect them from the damn border agents, ICE. He ain't doing none of that. He ain't doing none of that. Hell yeah, I'm going to cooperate with him.
They quoted you as saying that you think the city should cooperate with ICE.
Maybe borrowing, he's kind of taking some of the shine from Donald Trump and trying to use it for his own purposes, is the point, to get a pardon at the end of the day.
So can you explain to us what your point is on this and what your position is?
Well, he's actually asked the question in that news conference, and he said, I've been saying this for years now.
Under certain circumstances.
Yes. Here was as Eric's position. Initially, I think he felt bad for a lot of these migrants, especially my office is 1 block away from Ground Zero, the Roosevelt Hotel. There's a lot of women there with little kids, and he felt really bad for them.
You have Ms. Jones from some countries, been here for 10 years, undocumented, working hard, trying to provide a way, not committing a crime.
But as they kept coming and kept coming and kept coming, and he wasn't getting any help from the federal government, like zilch. Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, and obviously the White House. He was getting minimal help.
Or you have Commissioner of my Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, a dreamer, came here, crossed the river with his mother to participate in American Dream, and he now is a commissioner that is in charge of other dreamers.
And finally, he realized, okay, like this, okay, it's one thing to be nice. It's one thing now you're overwhelming my city. And then he started pushing back. I can't take him anymore. Now we got to get him out.
Those people should not be rounded up in the middle of the night. You know, these are people who love our country and they're participating in our country.
Then you got migrants starting to beat up cops in Times Square. Then you got migrants committing like real crimes against the citizens of the city of New York. And he's saying, no, that's not
to diminish those issues, but
he's been saying that for a long time.
But I think the real question here is not so much about immigration, but about whether this turn has been toward Trump for a very specific purpose. He's being prosecuted by the Southern District of New York, and that prosecutor actually has already resigned.
But you see how they're trying to switch it? He just said, Mayor Eric Adams been saying this for years. And they said, well, oh, we're trying to say is he switching up now to try to please Donald Trump. No, he's been saying this for years. He was been saying it before Donald Trump got elected. He was saying this. He got indicted before Donald Trump got elected president. So it can't be because of that, right? Because they were going to all them videos and him saying we got to stop this. Migrant stuff is helping out. There's too many migrants. Oh, this was way before. He's been saying this for over a year that I can at least count that I've been covering, right? I got videos of him saying it a year ago. Hey, Eric Adams turning MAGA. Look at Eric Adams. Oh, he's going to get indicted. Everybody been saying that. But now they say, oh, you think he's turning this way toward the immigrants because you think he turned this way against the immigrants because he's trying to get a pardon? No. If Kamala Harris would have won like y'all said she was, he probably would have still been saying the same shit.
Committing like real crimes against the citizens of the city of New York, and he's saying, no, that's not going to
diminish those issues, but
he's been saying that for a long time.
But I think the real question here is not so much about immigration, but about whether this turn has been.
See, whether this turn, what turn? You see how they switched the thing? Just like I covered yesterday. Oh, Donald Trump never, you know what I'm saying, condemned white supremacy. Oh, this turn. What turn? He just stated. He's been the same way for years.
Been toward Trump for a very specific purpose. He's being prosecuted by the Southern District of New York, and that prosecutor actually has already resigned. Trump is going to be in a position to potentially help him out in more ways than one.
Those who are here committing crimes, robberies, shooting at police officers, raping innocent people, have been a harm to our country. I want to sit down and hear the plan on how we're going to address them.
It's an easy narrative to say, well, the prosecutors that came after the president of the United States are also coming after me in a similar witch hunt. Now, to be clear, President Trump was not prosecuted by the Southern District of New York, the federal prosecutors. He was prosecuted.
Wait, I'm glad we got fact checkers here, right? Because if it wasn't a fact checker here, he would have got away with 2 lies. Because Abby Phillips didn't fact check him. It took somebody from the sideline to fact check him. So if he wasn't there, he would have got fact checked on 2 blatant lies. Oh yeah, I forgot, right? And he act like he forgot, right? No, you forgot somebody there was fact check your ass because you don't make these 2 deliberate lies, right? About an investigation, about who investigation deliberately, especially in the position you in, right? And the job you had. This shit is deliberate, right? Watch how she don't check him, but the nigga on the sideline check him.
The president of the United States are also coming after me in a similar witch hunt. Now, to be clear, President Trump was not prosecuted by the Southern District of New York, the federal prosecutors. He was prosecuted by the Manhattan DA's office.
He was investigated by the Southern District of New York.
Those are the people.
Yeah, he wasn't prosecuted, but he was investigated. You see the difference? How he left that out? He could have said he was investigated by the Southern, and the case was dropped, and then they picked it up, right? But he left out one whole step, right? He left out one whole step. That they investigated and they dropped it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. No, you can't. No, you deliberately left that out.
President Trump was not prosecuted by the Southern District of New York, the federal prosecutors. He was prosecuted by the Manhattan DA's office.
He was investigated by the Southern District of New York.
Those are the people I am talking about, and I would love to sit down with the board of czar and hear his thoughts on how we're going to address those who are harming our citizens.
Yes.
He was investigated, and then they passed on it because they thought it was a garbage case, and then the Manhattan DA's office picked up on it. But go ahead.
Granted. Continue.
You're open to that.
Open to
Hearing what their plan is to deport some of these folks, and you think the city, in some circumstances, should cooperate with ICE.
President Trump was not prosecuted by the Manhattan DA's office.
Yes, he was.
By the U.S. Attorney's office, pardon me.
Oh yeah, pardon me. You see how them two corrections was? Huh? You see how? Oh yeah, pardon me. Fucked him up because she didn't correct him, right? He like, yeah, stop lying, stop leaving shit out.
His office.
Yes, he was.
Circumstances should cooperate with ICE.
President Trump was not prosecuted by the Manhattan DA's office.
Yes, he was.
By the U.S. Attorney's office, pardon me.
Let me, you know what's interesting? And I was talking to the team the other day. I want you to all go back and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama.
He said, look. Y'all talking about me, right? I want you to go back and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. They sounded worse than Donald Trump when they was talking about immigration. If you heard Hillary, look, if Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama or any Democrats was running on the policies that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama was running on, hell, they probably would have won the election. If Kamala Harris or Joe Biden stands on the border was like Barack Obama's and Hillary Clinton's in the 90s and early 2000s, right? They would have been president. They would have had protection of the border. They would have had everything locked up. Donald Trump would have had a fight on nothing. He couldn't have won on the border. He couldn't have won on none of that shit. But look how drastically they changed. Eric Allen pointed out, like, hey, man, y'all talking about me. Go ahead and Google it and see, am I doing the same thing that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton was doing? Google them, motherfucker. Y'all got Google, don't you? Google them.
It's interesting, and I was talking to the team the other day. I want you to all go back and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama.
We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law.
So I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone.
And they are showing disregard for those who are following the law.
Google what they said about those who commit crimes in our city and what they said in our country.
If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying.
They said those who commit crimes need to get out right away.
You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes, and you have to try to learn English.
Damn, hey, Donald Trump didn't make him do all that. Like, what the fuck? You got to pay back taxes. You got to learn English. Like, you got to, because you're illegal. What the fuck? You got to pay a fine. You got to pay taxes. You got to. Hillary made a whole list of demands you got to do to become a citizen of America. Donald Trump wasn't that hard. Like, damn. Donald Trump ain't never said all that shit. You got to do all that. Some motherfucker turned that down. Like, damn, Hillary, I ain't never going to go to America. Hillary Clinton ain't playing.
Crimes need to get out right away.
You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally.
A stiff fine. How much is the fine? A stiff one. She said a stiff one, right? There's no just crossing the border getting let into the country. A stiff fine.
You have to pay back taxes.
You got to pay back taxes, not just regular taxes. You got to pay back taxes, right? From what, I don't know how long, but you got to pay back taxes. Woo! And what else you got to do?
And you have to try to learn English.
You got to learn English, right? No more like when you get on the phone, like, hey, push English, you know what I'm saying, for one, push Spanish for two, right? You ain't got to hear that no more, right? Because everything in America, according to Hillary, was going to be English, baby.
and you have to wait in line.
And you gotta wait in line. Whoa! No more across the border illegally. You gotta wait in line. Ain't that what Donald Trump said? Damn, you sound worse. That sound worse than the people coming from the shithole countries. They wasn't playing.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented.
You mean like terrorists? Undetected, undocumented. You mean like the Trinidad del Agua? The Trinidad del Agua? They come in undetected. The Trinidad del Agua. Undetected, unidentified. We can't let them come in. What happened to these motherfucking Democrats?
English, and you have to wait in line.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully to become immigrants in this country.
That was their position. So this is not a new position.
Yes. Go ahead.
Mayor Adams is being investigated by the federal prosecutors. He will have a chance to have his day in court. The allegations are troubling, to say the least. But it's an easy narrative for him to be able to say that they targeted President Trump and they targeted me. Now, can we get in his head and say that he's trying to curry favor for a pardon? Who knows? But I do think it's an easy narrative to try to yoke himself to the president.
I wouldn't poo-poo this illegal immigration issue. I think people are very upset about it.
I'm not doing it.
There is poo-pooing it. Look, if it wasn't for Scott Jennings, CNN wouldn't have no ratings. They better give him his own show and give it to him quick before his contract run out. Right? People go on the show to see Scott Jennings. What do Scott Jennings got to say? If you look up CNN, all the clips, the most popular clips is Scott Jennings. All the clips is taken for the 1 second and 1 minute short clips is Scott Jennings, right? Everything has to do with any kind of popularity on TikTok or anything like that is Scott Jennings. They better give Scott Jennings his own show. You look in the chat, everybody's talking about Scott Jennings. They better give him his own show. Oh, we're not boo-booing. Like, okay, well, we're not talking. If you're not boo-booing and hoo-hooing over, right? We're talking about immigration. Why you keep on talking about his federal case? You boo-hooing over it. Like he said, like, man, let's stop boo-hooing over it. Let's talk about what's really going on. Immigration. Oh, no, we're not boo-hooing it. Well, why you keep bringing the fuck up? Why the fuck you keep bringing it up?
Who knows? But I do think it's an easy narrative to try to yoke himself to the president.
I wouldn't poo-poo this illegal immigration issue. I think people are very upset about it.
I'm not doing that. Just to be clear, I'm not doing that. I was just saying that the issue for Eric Adams that is very important is his legal fate. That's
but
his
most serious governing issue is that there are roughly 760,000 illegal immigrants living in New York City, and
let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, we talk about his legal issues. No, we're talking about his position on immigrants, right? Being able to not being getting main to priority treatment in New York. That's what he's talking about. And you sound like, oh well, he's talking about his case and he's poo-hooing to Donald Trump and all that. Like, enough of that shit.
Roughly 760,000 illegal immigrants living in New York City, and almost 60,000 of them have criminal charges or are convicted criminals. If I were the mayor of New York City, whether I had my own personal political problems or not, I would be desperate to work with the President of the United States to clean up what's going on. Earlier this year, there was a police report that 3/4 of the people being arrested in Midtown were for violent crimes and attacks on the street were illegal immigrants. This is a local governance problem. My assumption is, I don't live here, I'm here a lot, that the people of New York City are hopping mad about it. And whether Eric Adams is using this to get political favor with Trump, I don't know. But my God, you're the mayor. Somebody needs to do something.
I think there's two different issues, but I mean, you're conflating a policy issue with the law enforcement one, right? And I think it's entirely a valid point to say that even in a blue city, immigration is a valid. I worked at ICE for 5 years. This is something
I know.
Oh, you know very well, and so I can tell you all about this. and sort of this question of partnership between blue cities and the federal government is a very complicated one. That does not change the fact that he's been charged with very serious crimes and suddenly seems to be yoking.
No, but it's not suddenly.
I...
That's the difference.
You see, you gotta get fact checked. You see, you gotta get fact checked. And suddenly, no, it's not suddenly. Stop lying. This is strike number 3, motherfucker. You out. Right? I used to work for ICE. It's complicated. You try to ask sophisticated dude like, hell no, this dude is lying.
Suddenly does not change the fact that he's been charged with very serious crimes and suddenly seems to be yoking.
But it's not suddenly. That's the difference. It's not, he was elected as the law and order mayor. He was, like, was it 5 candidates? He was the law and order guy. So he's being consistent with being the law and order mayor. So
Ain't that law and order? Ain't that what they voted me in for? The law and order mayor? Ain't that the ex-police officer for law and order? Right? Now they just, look, now it's too much law and order, huh? He want to keep the image. Well, we ain't mean that kind of law and order. Like, no, he's been consistent. What do you mean? He's the law and order mayor. That's what he ran on.
So he's not saying something.
I
would think he's being consistent.
Hold on, everyone. Let me let Lee get a last word in.
No, that's fine. I would just say, I think there's a reason. I think the question we're asking here is he yoking himself to Trump for a reason? And I think he is, and you can tell because he's using the anti-left language.
I thought she was going to say the N-word. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's using the N-word like these niggas. Like, oh, the anti-liberal word, what, woke? That's what you mean? I thought you were going to say he's using the N-word, but he's using the W word, woke.
The reason, I think the question we're asking here is he yoking himself to Trump for a reason? And I think he is, and you can tell because he's using the anti-left language.
You know, because in the state of in the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth.
He's talking about, you know, come at me, cancel me, this kind of thing.
Well, cancel me, because I'm going to protect the people of the city.
Which is what we say to people on the left. So he is definitely currying favor with the president by using this kind of language, because we can't.
What kind of language said cancel me and people coming after me because of what I'm doing? Well, he's using the president language. Well, so was Joe Biden. Fuck you mean? So was Joe Biden when he was talking about pardoning his son. So you want to talk about somebody using this language? Why not talk about Joe Biden using Trump language?
Can't pretend being indicted for a crime is somehow cancel culture.
And if you come into this country, in this city, and think you're going to harm innocent New Yorkers and innocent migrants and asylum seekers, this is not the mayor you want to be in the city under.
Right? We can't pretend that if you have actually done witness tampering or bribery or destroying evidence or all these things that he's allegedly accused of, that is somehow a left attack on you.
Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
Good, great, thanks. During the pandemic, undocumented workers or essential workers can step up in a major way.
Yes.
There's precedent. I think even my paternal grandmother was a nurse during the great influenza that came from Canada. She was granted citizenship and recognition for her service during that time, putting her life at risk for others. Is that something you would be willing to work with like 32BJ and the unions to say, people that stepped up like that in a major way to help us keep on, they should get some kind of consideration?
And he's
watch what Eric Adams say. He gonna say some conservative shit, right? I know them people because I was in the street with them people. I wasn't doing no social distancing. I wasn't doing that worried in the house shit. I was out there with the people with no mask. So I know the people that you're talking about. Man, you can't tell me, Eric. I didn't know Eric Adams was like this, man. Okay, I'm starting to soften up to Eric Adams a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going back on some of the stuff I covered, you know what I'm saying? Like on Donald Trump, and I covered Donald Trump, like, man, and then like, oh, wait. Now looking back on like, wait a minute, that was some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, hey, man, I'm not with the social justice shit. I'm out in the street. I made a joke out of it, but it was real shit, right? That nigga say, look, man, I'm out in the street. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not out doing that social distancing and wearing no mask and getting the COVID shot and all that. I'm in the street.
Like that in a major way to help us keep on. They should get some kind of consideration.
And he's using the language that Trump likes to use about wokeness and cancel culture and this kind of thing to curry favor.
Listen, look, the reason I know undocumented and other workers were doing what you said is because I was out there. I wasn't home social distancing.
Because Eric Adams is looking out for Eric Adams. And I understand that.
Eric Adams ain't looking out for Eric Adams. Donald Trump ain't looking out for Donald Trump. Every Republican is only looking out for every Republican. But Joe Biden can never be looking out for himself. You see how this shit go? Eric Adams is only looking out for himself. Donald Trump only cares about himself. Right? When you don't go against them, you only care about yourself. You only care about your freedom. You only care about your life. You only what? When you motherfuckers going after me, I'm not supposed to care. Like, they'll go ahead, let them do what the fuck they want to do to me. Hell yeah, you're supposed to fight back if you innocent, right? No, just let them take it. It's like sitting up there like, oh no, you in a cell with one person and you just let them take it. You don't put up no fight. Like, oh no, just take it. It's too rough. It's too violent. I don't want to get into that conflict. Just take it, right? He only cares about himself. Like, I'm trying to look out for New Yorkers. I'm going for this. No, he only cares about himself. That's some of the stupid shit I heard.
And other workers were doing what you said. It was because I was out there. I wasn't home social distancing.
Because Eric Adams is looking out for Eric Adams. And I understand that. But he needs a pardon and he's kissing the ring.
I was not sheltering in place. I was on the streets with people who were willing to help those who were social distancing and who were able to shelter in place. When you were as food service workers responding to your Uber Eats, you could not do it remotely. You had to go out and expose yourself.
He's the stop and frisk mayor, though. I mean, that's who he is.
Guys,
right?
hang on. We do have to go. I just want to note that Donald Trump has listened, and he also thinks that Eric Adams is being prosecuted like he is.
So I am with you on that. People who are giving back to this city should have an opportunity to participate in the American dream. And I said we should send people to certain cities. I can't say this over and over again. Certain cities that are dealing with population problems and need workers. I need food service workers. Kentucky need backstretch workers. You go all over this country, and there are many cities and municipalities that are saying we need more.
We need more workers. Well, look, you ought to get
home social distancing.
You ought to get more crackheads. You know what I'm saying? Rejuvenate crackheads, put them in the rehab, get more workers. Easy said, get easy done. Get the immigrants out of here, put the housing, the homeless, the veterans in the program, let them rehabilitate. You know what I'm saying? Give them a job, picking fruit, doing whatever the fuck you gonna do. Give them free food, give them free housing. You know what I'm saying? And give them a little bit of money, let them be on their way, give them trips and stuff like that, and let them rehab. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little education, make it a transitional job. You know what I'm saying? You work here, you get your education. You know what I'm saying? Once you graduate, you know what I'm saying? You clean this amount of time, you work here. You know what I'm saying? You can graduate, you get a different job here, there. We got different companies that will hire ex-homeless people, ex-crackheads and stuff like that. We're going to get them a tax break. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that. If you hire a homeless person or you hire somebody from this program, oh, we're going to rehabilitate you. This job is a 6-month program, so you're only going to be picking fruit or working in a warehouse or doing whatever the fuck these illegal immigrants going to do for 6 months. If you fall off, go ahead and do what you want to do. If you want to come on back, come on back. It's always a 6-month program. That's a 6-month program. You prove you're clean. We're going to send you on the job. We're going to set you up with housing and all that shit, and you can be a productive member of society. You no longer got to be a crackhead. What you want to do? Or you want to sit here and smoke crystal meth on the street? Which one you want to do? We got an offer for you. Huh? We got an offer. I'd be like, hey, man, put the crystal pipe, meth pipe down. Let me get up out of here. I can go get a housing and a job and food and clothes and all that shit. Huh? If you got kids, we hook you up with some kind of shit like that. After a year, you know what I'm saying, of being clean, you know what I'm saying, we'll try to hook you up or do something, you know what I'm saying, if you got any kids, you know what I'm saying, we'll supervise visits and stuff like that. If you're clean for over a year, we're going to be drug testing stuff like that. If you're serious about it, we can send you the whole program, baby. Women and men, baby. If you're out here and you're stressed out because you can't see your kids, you get sober through this program and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? We will work with you so you can get supervised visits to your kids only if you clean. Oh, that's a hell of an incentive for somebody that's homeless. You know what I'm saying? Offer them that instead of the immigrants that I guarantee you have workers that work at them factories or whatever the fuck it is. You have workers that work at the damn fields. You have workers that work construction. You have workers that work everything. If you get them incentive, but only incentive you get them right now is to sit down there and smoke crack. You give them a free pipe, free food to keep them healthy, so they keep smoking crack, right? Free clothes so they won't, you know what I'm saying, so they can sell them, or you know what I'm saying, so they can wear just enough, you know what I'm saying, to keep dirty till they get their next one. Free sheets and covers and shit so they can continue to sleep on the damn concrete, right? You set up booths and stuff, you know what I'm saying, so you can say you humane, you know what I'm saying, so you can get them water and free Narcan overdose kits and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, but you say you humane, you know, and stuff like that, while you let them smoke crack on the police steps and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and have them butt ass naked right in the middle of the street, setting fires and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you keep them away from your neighborhood, and you keep them in certain sanctions. You know what I'm saying? The Tenderloin districts. You know what I'm saying? Certain areas in New York. You know what I'm saying? Skid Row. Certain areas in Santa Monica. You keep them in the area sanctioned off, where you know what I'm saying, where you can drive past them and look at them like caged animal, but you ain't gotta let them in your community or help them. You know what I'm saying? Your idea of help is giving them a blanket, giving them a Narcan, you know what I'm saying, give them a change, throwing food out the car or something like that. But you won't change no policies to help them get off the street, but you'll throw a sandwich out the car. You know what I'm saying? But you'll give them a little change every now and then when you get off the freeway or something like that. But you want to say, I want to help these people. Like, and what I'm saying is, everybody, if you can't help homeless, you shouldn't feel bad about helping homeless. You know what I'm saying? Because some people power ain't in helping homeless, it's helping kids. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that can be more important than people to help a homeless. The only people who should be helping homeless is the people that probably been through it and understand it, you know what I'm saying, and got sympathy, empathy for certain people that be in their position, you know what I'm saying, not in a position, you know what I'm saying, that they want to keep on being addicted to the drugs, being in a position that they want to get out of. Maybe they can connect to them and help the homeless. But if you like helping kids, you know what I'm saying, help kids. You like helping women, help women. You like helping babies, help babies. You like helping old people, help old people. You like helping mentally ill, help mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if you help a certain genre of people, you won't feel bad if you can't help everybody, because it's impossible for you to help everybody. Just concentrate on one genre of people, help somebody else concentrate on another genre. I know a dude right now, you know what I'm saying, he go out and hang out close to the homeless people all the time. I know he don't do nothing he do something for kids, but he do something for the homeless. So he his concentration is on the homeless. But I also know somebody that do stuff for kids, take them to the park and do stuff like that. He don't do nothing for the homeless. So you got to pick your lane, you got to pick your passion, and you got to stay in it, right? But if you are serious about reform, and you're serious about getting these people off the street, and you're seriously about reducing homelessness, you have to get these people incentives or certain programs. You can't just kick the money in the streets. Say we got these programs. If they want to get in them, you know, so you can get in them. Hell no. Nah. You got to give them incentives. Look, either you get one of these programs, or we're gonna stop giving your ass free lunches. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something. You know what I'm saying? Instead of nothing. But if you keep on, you know what I'm saying, asking for nothing, you're gonna get the same fucking results. Right? It's easy to end a lot of shit, right? Real easy, because it don't take a lot of money. You want to end gun violence and fatherless. This in the neighborhood. You want to end that shit, you can end that shit two ways. You know what I'm saying? You can set up a program, a paid program, you know what I'm saying, that every week ex-gang members or current gang members or whatever, you know what I'm saying, ex-members getting out of pen or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, get to spend a day with their kids around other gang members. We're going to sponsor picnics and games, and every week we're going to do something different. You're part of this program. We're going to help you out with this program and you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna help you with job training, all that shit, you know what I'm saying. You'll be able to be in school with your kid, you know what I'm saying. You in one school, you in class with your kid, you learning one thing, your kid learning another thing, you know what I'm saying. You there with other gang members, we'll have you do any community with your kids, you know what I'm saying. If you ain't got no kids, you got another program for you, but this program right here is for kids right here, you know what I'm saying. And we're gonna help you with parental, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna help you with visitation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying. We're gonna set you on the program. You know what I'm saying. About 3-year program. After 3-year program, you begin. You know what I'm saying. You follow this program and follow these rules and stuff like that. You'll be able to get unsupervised visit. But until then, you're in this program. You know what I'm saying. When you go to school with your kids and stuff like that, and then we get days off, vacations with other gang members paid for by the Lakers and the Dodgers and the Clippers and the damn Sparks and whatever the fuck, TikTok and arcades and Magic Mountain and all that shit. We're gonna Six Flags. We're gonna do all something for the fathers. You know what I'm saying? Put the guns down. You know what I'm saying? And you like it's ways to end this shit. You can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Some people were like, man, some men may get back with their baby mama. Like, man, I got a job. I can take care of my kid. Let me back in the house, baby. I'm ready to take care of my kids now. We give you ultra incentive if you're in the house with a kid. You know what I'm saying? You live with your kid. We give you a tax break. If that'd be an ultimate plan. If a black man living in a house with a black woman and they married, we give you a tax break. If it's your kid, we give your ass an extra tax break. If it's not your kid and you prove, we're gonna give you ass a double tax break. It's all kind of ways. There's all kind of ways to end that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you can prove, like I'll do like this. Look, in LA right now, if you can prove, right, that you are getting married to the woman you had a kid by, we're gonna have a tax break for you and your baby mother, and we're gonna have a child tax break. You're gonna be paying damn near Section 8 prices for rent. Well, you can prove, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some nigga like, man, I already live with my baby mama. Hell yeah, let me give me that offer. Shit. The only reason I can't marry you is because you might lose her benefits. But you telling me I'm gonna get extra benefits? Sign me up. Look how many niggas have been getting married on the street. Like, look, I do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you prove that you can get married, that you got married, you're a black man, you got married, and like, niggas, sign me up. You can do all kind of shit. You can do all kind of shit. You can raise kids. Look, you can raise kids reading, right? You know what I'm saying? By paying them, right? Look, put it like this: if you pay little kids in the ghetto to read and write, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers be reading and writing like a son of a bitch. Like, man, but look, look. If I was the thing, look, I'm not gonna pay. Look, I'm gonna pay. I got an after school program, right? Well, I'm gonna pay shit out of kids to read and write. What you gonna tell them to read and write? You know, I don't want to say that on YouTube. I already got a plan. But hey, I'm gonna tell them to read and write. You get paid for reading and writing in my program. This is what you do. This is how you do it. What the la 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 la. It's simple. Yeah, the more you read and the more you write, the more you make. Simple. Give kids incentive. They reading and writing for nothing right now. Right? Look, you can give. Look. We're gonna give kids some money scholarship. Look. Give kids some scholarship money. Be like, hey man, the city of Baltimore is fucked up right now, right? So this is what we're gonna do in the city of Baltimore, right? For every little kid that gets 60 or better on this one, you're gonna give them $100, right? On each one of these tests, math, and you get a such and such or better, we're gonna give your ass $300. Right? So at the end of the report card, you get straight such and such, you can make a total of $3,000 a semester. Right? You can make a total of such, you know what I'm saying? On a low one, if you get such and such and such, you can get about 1,500, right? But if you get such, you ain't getting shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna give look, and we got 15, we got gift certificates if your ass on the honor roll to motherfucking Nike, Adidas. If you're on all honor roll every motherfucking month get gift certificates or whatever you want. we got all these motherfuckers who donate to Black Lives Matter and all that shit. We're gonna have them donate to the students. Like hell, we're gonna have them Nike, Adidas, iPhone, Apple, all this sort of shit. Whoever look, if you're on the honor roll, your ass get a $5,000 certificate to whatever you want. You pick it. It be look the kids that be the smartest motherfuckers in the world. Like nigga, I ain't gotta be out there selling drugs. You mean I can make $3,000 a semester if I make straight A's? You not bullshitting. We not bullshitting. You can't miss a day of school. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta make straight A's. Nigga, sign me up. Kids waking up early as motherfucker get to school. They be having 3 alarm clocks. They be mad at their mama. Mama, hurry up and get me to school, bitch, before I be late. Boy, don't be talking to me like that, bitch. I'm gonna be late. I got $3,000 on the line. I got a contract. Bitch, I gotta go. You make me late, bitch. It's gonna be you gonna have to pay for this extra day. That's $2,900. You gonna woo, mom, you making me late. Hurry up. You know what, bitch? I'm finna Uber. Give me Uber. Hurry up. Sign me up. You Uber urgent, motherfucker. Where you going to high school, mama? Hurry up. I give you a tip. You run that light, motherfucker. You get these kids incentives to do some shit, man. Like every kid, look. If your son do such and such, we're gonna give you Knicks tickets and Chicago Bulls tickets. Like what the fuck? we got a concert. You know what I'm saying? With Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? And the Yink and the motherfucking Migos for all the kids to make straight A. Like, what the fuck? They going on tour. They going on a school tour. You know what I'm saying? Beyond all the motherfuckers was doing the Democratic convention. That'd be a hell of a concert for the kids. And for white kids, we got Bruce Springsteen and it's Miss Katy Perry or whatever her name is. Right? We got them. Kids be like, what the fuck? Give them some incentive. Y'all spending all that money on the wrong shit. I ought to give Donald Trump like Donald Trump, we're gonna do some scholarship shit, right? We're gonna get kids money to learn. All that, you know what I'm saying, all the other shit. We're gonna nip that shit in the butt. We're gonna give the kids the money. Like we gave the kids, like we gave the adults the taxes, the money back. You know what I'm saying? If the money is for the kids, give it to them. You ever thought about that, Trump? Get the kids the damn money back. How we gonna do that? Man, look, you ain't gotta look. If you talk shit to the teacher, you talk back to the teacher, that's $100 off your shit. You get fined $1,000 talking back to a teacher. Man, kids would be, man, y'all spending money, and it wouldn't even cost that much. Some schools, and it's only for schools, you know what I'm saying? It's only for students that's not in school, so you don't go to the school, you know what I'm saying? We got an extra facility, you know what I'm saying? So you can stay in the school, right? You know what I'm saying? Of your liking, but the test scores got to be of this statute. Remember we putting the video game down? Like, bitch, I got homework to do. Fuck that Xbox. You want to play Xbox? Nigga, what? Okay, nigga, if I get $5,000 extra if I get an A in math, nigga. What you mean play Xbox? Nigga, I'm finna go to the motherfucking Beyonce concert. I don't like the bitch, you know what I'm saying? But she got the Migos there. Huh? I'm not got time to be fucking with you and the rest of these motherfuckers out here hanging in the street. I got homework to do. What do you mean? If I graduate, I get 10 racks to do whatever the fuck I want to do? Man, look at here. Fuck, I get a scholarship to graduate high school. cash money as a start to start me off, man, give me that shit, right? And I gotta graduate. I gotta have this percentage. It's just gonna give me $10,000 to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Yeah, we're gonna give you $10,000 if you graduate. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can start a business. You can start an investment because you're going to school to learn whatever the fuck you want to learn. You know what I'm saying? You got 12. We're gonna give you that opportunity. You're gonna go to mechanic. You can buy you up. Invest in your business. Invest in some property. You can put a down payment on that. Whatever, we're going to give you 10 racks as soon as you leave. Oh, my God. This would be wonderful. Anyway, let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I will talk to y'all in a couple of days. Those are good-ass ideas. Free trade school. You know, let me come up with another idea. Let me come up with another idea, right? Right. For black, the black population, right? For black women, right? For black women, if you already had a baby, right, and your baby was born from the year 2020, right? I mean 2020, 2020. If your baby was born in 2020, you can show us a birth certificate, and you come in and sign up, and your baby was born in 2020, right? This is what we're gonna do. You sign up for this program, right? Your baby 4 right now, right? We're gonna sign this contract. If your baby keep up with these, if your baby can maintain this grade point average throughout school, elementary, middle school, and high school, and things like that, if they can maintain this attendance and this grade average right here, at the end of that, and he graduate at these honors, we will give you the option. We will give you $50,000. We would give you $50,000 down. We would give you $50,000. We would give you any car you want. You know what I'm saying? Or we would give you a down payment or half of any house you want, some shit like that. We're gonna give you a city. We'll give you a hell of a deal. We're gonna give you like $100,000 contract right now. We're gonna sign your kid up for $100,000 contract. They do all this other stuff. We're gonna get $100,000 to do whatever the fuck you want to, huh? But you gotta be in school this amount of days. You know, can't miss no days. You gotta get these test scores and all that. If you think you can maintain that, because all you gotta do is sit in school every day. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is sit in school, make sure he do his homework, and make sure he keep these grade averages and stuff like that to keep up with his scores and teachers and his attendance. You want to sign this contract right here? We got it for you, $100,000. Huh? That means when you graduate, your kid have enough money to have a business, and guess what? You have enough money to buy you a house. Huh? That way you can rent. You can pay and rent, do all that. Struggle for 18 years. You can struggle for 18 years. But at the end of the 18 years, you know that if your baby done these attendance, if your baby got these grades, if you help your baby do all this other shit and get to and all these points, you got $100,000. You gotta do that for all, you know what I'm saying? And that's for whites, blacks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be in this tax bracket. It ain't for everybody. If your ass rich, you just, you know what I'm saying? You make over $400,000 like Joe Biden say you fuck. But you make like 50,000, something like that a year. You're in the welfare system and shit, some shit like that. Right? We forget you as a contract, baby. Huh? Now you gotta treat your baby like your baby better not go to jail. That's your money finna go to jail. You like, nigga, you gonna stay out of every piece of trouble in the world. I got a contract on you. You worth $100,000. You worth more than a motherfucking life insurance policy, nigga. Tell Keisha that. Tell Keisha, look, Keisha, Donald Trump just came up with a plan, right? If your baby make these amount of grades, and, you know what I'm saying, and maintain this amount of attendance, right? He gonna give you $100,000, right? Sign me the fuck up. In 18 years, you can be $100,000. You can do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is keep little Tyrone straight. Huh? Keep little Tyrone out of jail. Keep little Tyrone going to school. Keep little Tyrone grades up. And at the end of this, you got $100,000. Look at your contract, Keisha. You think Keisha gonna be going to the club when her kid got homework? You think Keisha you gonna let her go not go to a parent teacher conference and see how her $100,000 doing? You think Keisha not gonna help him with his homework? You think Keisha ain't gonna make sure that nigga in school? Look, she ain't got shit else to do. She gonna walk the nigga to school all 12 years of school. From preschool to high school, walking the nigga to high school. Oh my God. Give him a contract. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do the money. You know? I guarantee you the graduation rate go up if they worth $100,000. My God, 18 years I can have $100,000. Look, you know all that money they give for the lotto and all that shit. That go to the parents. That can go to the damn lotto for the kids. Lotto. My kid hit the lotto. Every kid be hitting like I finna hit the lotto, nigga. My kid graduate. Look, that's like an NBA contract or some shit. My kid done it, bitch. Next week, bitch, I'm gonna have $100,000, bitch. I'm moving out the projects, bitch. I can't take this shit no more. That nigga gonna have he can move where the fuck he gonna move to because I made him save his money because he's making good grades. And then give his ass $20,000 when he graduates. That nigga, he is out the house soon as his ass get 18. Bitch, I'm doing the fuck. I done my job. You know how black women is like, bitch, I done my job. I'm gonna turn the fuck up now. I got $100,000. I just gotta keep that nigga alive and out of jail for 1 week. After that nigga prom, I made it. Bitch, I got $100,000. That nigga gotta go. That nigga got his own money. He gotta get the fuck out of my house. Time for me to turn up. Bitch, I'm out my contract. Bitch, I'm free. Black women, man, the black women love it. Bitch, I'm free. Bitch, I can go get my nails done. Bitch, I got this car. Bitch, I got this trip I've been wanting to take. Bitch, you know what I'm saying? Look, say like, look, why you gonna spend all that money, bitch? Why I gonna spend all that money, bitch? Cause Keisha graduating next year, bitch. I got another $100,000 coming. Fuck you mean? I gonna turn up. I got $300,000 right here, bitch. What you talking about? I make sure all these motherfuckers go to school. We moving. The first graduation, that nigga going. I got 2 kids. Bitch, I get $100,000 in 3 years. My kid was born after 2020, bitch. I get $300,000, bitch. You don't think I'm happy? Fuck this. I'm gonna blow through this first 100. I invest on little JJ ass. Little JJ, when he graduates, I invest that $100,000. But these first $200,000, bitch, shit. Turn up. Why you blowing through the money, bitch? I got $200,000 guaranteed money, bitch. What the fuck you mean? Motherfucker be having babies on purpose, like bitch. like said the city. If you with the baby daddy, that's $200,000. like. How you gonna leave your baby mama if you gonna get $200,000 if you graduate? Y'all not gonna have an argument. Wait a minute, babe. Wait a minute. Whatever the fuck we is going through, let's work it out for at least another 4 years. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Because if we split up, we only get 50,000 a piece. But we stay together, we get 100,000 a piece. Let's go. Let's work it out. We don't need to split up. Let's work it out. Let's have another baby. Shit. Bitch, we can get rich, bitch. Like, look, daddy be coming home then. Like, nigga, I'm finna go home. Nigga, I got a $200,000, 50,000 for my wife and 50,000 for my kid. Nigga, I'm shit. Nigga, I'm in the house. Nigga, I ain't got time to be playing basketball with you niggas. Got $100,000 at the house waiting on me. Fuck, I got time to pay with you niggas for. I'm not going to no clubs, nigga. Nigga, I'm just thinking about niggas. Look, my baby like 14. I'll be like 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. Daddy, can I go outside? Not unless I go outside with you. Huh, take this bulletproof vest, nigga. Let's walk to. Daddy, I'm finna go to the store. No, we finna go to the store. Nigga, come on, let's go outside. Take your bulletproof. Look, I remember one time. This is a true story. One time, I told my son, this is my youngest son, no, my oldest son. I said, look, man, we finna go over your grandmother's house, right? We finna go over your grandmother's house. You know, so go pack your shit, right? We finna go over your grandmother's house. Everybody know my grandmother's a gang member and all that shit. I like, she was beefing with niggas and stuff like that. So I told my son, hey, we finna go over your grandmother's house. Go pack your shit. I think he was like 11 years old at the time, right? So my son go pack his shit, and he come back, and he have a 32, like a 32, like, you know, a 32 special or something like that. I said, wait a minute, nigga. I said, we going over your grandmother's house. Go pack your shit. Go get the 4.5 or the 9. You know what I'm saying? Put that 32 shit up. Go get the 4.5 or the 9 or the motherfucking Desert Eagle. We going over your grandmother's house. Nigga, you was tripping. It may be a shootout anytime. You got a 32. Like, go get the 4.5, the AR-15, and one of them motherfuckers. I told you to pack your shit. You going over your grandmother's house, not to no damn carnival. That's a true story. You don't go to my grandmother's house with no damn 32. You know, the 38. It got to be a number or a letter. One number or a letter. It got to begin with a letter. They're going over there at 32. But anyway. Let me get up out of here, man. I'm doing too much. Let me get up out of here. It was fun doing this show with y'all. I will be back like black. I can't wait to do comedy on stage, right? Start that shit again, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Jamie, I got to do a couple of warm-ups and stuff, you know, the things you know say. But it's a difference doing things on stage because you get to see people's reaction. People can see your reaction and shit. You can move around, facial expressions and shit like that. You can talk to people and shit. You can single people out. So comedy on the stage is a whole lot different than comedy right here. You know what I'm saying? For those who going to watch me when I do my comedy on January 25th, you're going to see a difference in jokes, and you're going to see a difference in timing, and you're going to see a difference in humor and all that, because this is fun. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be able to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to invest in. That's what I'm investing in, for me to do live and comedy live. You know what I'm saying? And then I can do my game shows and then other things that I want to create. You know what I'm saying? On the political thing that I've been waiting and trying to put money behind. But everything coming together, starting with January 25th. You know what I'm saying? I set it out there so I can have a release date. You know what I'm saying? I get everything slowly together instead of putting everything in a rush. I got my flyers together. I get them back when I come back. I don't get my prizes, my free gifts together for the women to come out. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We get my rappers together, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, everything's gonna go, you know what I'm saying, starting January 25th. I start in the beginning of the year because I'm going hard all year. And then you're gonna be able to see a different comedy, something different is added to the channel, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because I will be able to put more money behind my comedy because I'm investing in my damn self. You know what I'm saying? People invested in me. I want to thank people who invested in me, you know what I'm saying, with the tips and the donations and all that, you know, and that helps a lot. It keeps me motivated because when I get back on here and I do my thing, I'm going to remember y'all. See, like old people that still, you know what I'm saying, like that still watch my channel. I still reach out to them too. So you once a friend, you always a friend of mine. So I'm up out of here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And like I said, I still remember everybody's name. I got elephant memory. I'm out.